Right, hello once again, and we are back for part 3 of my RTX 4400 mobile suit build stream. Last time we finished the basic shape of the whole thing, set up some of the basic articulation settings, so that it can fold up and down. We haven't automated any of that yet. There's still a few adjustments I might need to make. We set up the arms in the most basic way. They can turn on and start targeting automatically, and turn off and reset automatically. I still need to sort out the torso and the head. And then I need to work on making these tire tracks do the things that I need to do. But for now, yeah, there we go. So, we set up the arms, they can do stuff. We can control the torso. Ooh, that's a cool shot. I'll stick it in spectator mode. You can see us controlling the torso using that torque controller. That torso is also AI controlled. And that was the next thing I was going to sort out, was creating a on-off and reset control for all of that. So cannon on and off has to be cannon AI on. Because there's so few of them on this one, I can probably squeeze most of these into just this one bar. So cannon on, lights, camera, action, that needs renaming. And that is theoretically all that needs. And then cannon off will be a little more complicated, and there's a few more blocks I need to build. So first things first is scroll right past it, AI off, and then lights, camera, dun 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 dun, action. Turn that off. We also need to do after that is move along a step. Because we will need to make this torso rotor, cannon rotor as it's now called, reset to its default position. For that, we'll need to make it do that. And the cannon hinge. Unhinge. What does what? Reducing makes it lift, increasing makes it drop. Right, okay. Dead set on aiming over there. So I want it to decrease initially. Cannon hinge, reset velocity and decrease velocity. So now when we trigger that, it all does that. When we trigger that, it all turns on. So now Now we need to build the floor at some point, but the next thing we need to do, what can I see? Gonna need more event blocks, but that one and that one are gonna be for something else. They are going to be for part of the turn system. I'm going to build into this one as a bit of an experiment. So use that for something else later. For now, we want the reset blocks. This cannon system to be in the floor, maybe. I'll put them there. What can I see? Absolutely nothing. Okay, well, I don't really need to see them because it's only for the cannons. What I do need though is another timer. We will put there for now. Sooner or later I want to take that block out and replace it with something. Put that there. Now, what we would need is cannon reset. Got that. Cannon reset. Elevator 1. What's that thing's post? And that can be R01. Now, with that cannon reset, what we want that to do, we'll put it on 5 seconds for now. What we want it to do is reverse that rotor back and forth. Do that repeatedly. 5 seconds might be a bit long. Yeah. About 2 seconds. 1 second might be good enough. Yeah, it's not got a very big arc to travel past. Anyway, that is step 1 of the automated reset system. Step 2 is setting up a pair of event controllers to angle changed, and they want to look at the cannon rotor, which is that rotor there in the middle that is swinging backwards and forwards. And for this one, I want it to, when it is less than minus, oh no, not less than, when it is greater than -1, hopefully. About right. We want it to reset the velocity on this rotor. There you go, and now it stops. In the middle. And that timer is still going, but it is trying to reverse 0 RPM, so nothing happens. So what we also want to do is when it does that, we want it to cannon reset. We want it to turn off that timer. In fact, we will make it doubly secure. We will stop it and then we will turn it off. So that then that will do that. And for the other side, we just want to set up the exact opposite. But first, I just want to check that that cannon rotor is sitting. It is currently sitting on 3 degrees, so the cannon reset, if we make that -4, cannon off. When the cannon turns off, it is going to cannon reset. It is going to turn on, and oh, actually no, because it's going to happen. That's when that happens. So we'll stick it here. It's going to turn that on. It is going to start doing that, and it is also going to turn both of those on. And turning the cannon on, we're going to turn all of that stuff off. And preferably, it should turn all of that stuff off before it activates anything else. So we'll do that first. Off, off, and off. And then the cannon stuff, real simple. So it can just be AI on, and then lights, camera, action. Wrong thing. Didn't make it look how I wanted. AI on, lights, camera, action. Right, there we go. Right, so that should be fine. So if we turn that on, that kicks into action. We turn that off. Yeah, that stops. Exactly where I wanted it to. Dun 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 dun. Cannon rotor 0. Cool. So with the current velocity and strength settings, that works sound. So if we set up the opposite side to do the opposite thing, angle changed, we want it to be less than 4 degrees. Cannon rotor, add block, and what did it do? It reset the velocity and stopped and turned off that block. And do reset velocity, cannon reset, stop, cannon reset, off. So whichever side it swings in from, just end up bang in the middle again. Cool. Yeah, I need to sort that out. So if we post that and stick it over it. So the aim is to... Oh, those arms still on. Oh, the arms are still on. Turn that off. Cannon on. Trigger now. There you go. Cannon off. Trigger now. There you go. Sweet. Cannon rotor is, yeah, sweet. Pretty much bang on 0. Right, and then when that gets back to where it is, I want this cannon to drop back down, but not all the way. I want it to drop down and level off, so I need gonna need another event controller. Control and then reset C01. Sits in the middle. I'm OCD like that. So that cannon hinge is at -25 degrees. When it gets reversed, it drops to 10 degrees. So I want this other cannon reset to look at the angle of that hinge, and when it is greater than -1, I want it to stop moving. Cannon hinge reset velocity. So when either of these controllers gets to their end point, I need them to reverse that hinge. And so, in theory, that'll do that. And then when that achieves its goal, it should get to the end, reset all of that, and then turn off all of the cannon reset stuff. Turn off all of those controllers. Ended its cycle. Oop, wrong thing. C01, 2, and 3. And that's going to be our little fail-safe for all of that. So cannon on. When that turns on, cannon reset C01 also needs to turn off. Yeah, and then when that turns off, the cannon resets. C01 needs to turn on as well. Right. So, in theory, now, if I trigger that, everything turns on. If I trigger that, everything does not do what this is supposed to do. Why is it not doing what it's supposed to do? That does that. And then off. Ah. I think I know. I'll take that off. That. Yeah. Trigger that. Done. Trigger that. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Then the reset controllers here need to reset. Oh, those ones need to turn on. Cannon reset C01. That might be what I need. Turn that on, everything kicks into life. Turn that off, that raises up, that goes that, and that does that. There we go, turn that on. Yeah. Cool, and the cannon hinge is currently setting at 4 degrees. So, cannon reset C03 needs to be -5. Cannon on, trigger, everything kicks into life. Cannon off, everything goes to reset. That looks a bit better. -1. Okay. Cannon reset C03 -4. Right, like that. On, trigger, kicks into life, off. Yeah, there you go. I'm happy with that. And then that cannon hinge is at 0. Cool. Well, looks about right. Sweet. Right. The next big important thing is wheel control. Or the subgrid wheels. For now, I'm going to use whips subgrid wheel controls script. But I have got some ideas of how to vanillify that. That might change later on. You know what, we'll just tuck it down there. Dum-da-dum. Console wheel control. Right, edit, browse scripts. No, wheel. There it is. Let's throw that on there. Right. Let's have a look at this then. What's happened? I mean, there's noises being made. Maybe we need to add some more power and stuff like that. Maybe it's also time to actually name these wheels. Suspension FL01. No, yeah, that'll do for now. FL02. FL03. FL04. FL05. Oh, I bloody have as well. Put some of them the wrong way around. Oh, that's going to drive me mad if I don't fix that. Left side suspension. Yeah, I'm going to fix that. That'll make me scream otherwise. These ones are the wrong way around. Left short 3x3. Jesus. Yeah, there we go. Right. Copy settings. Copy all. Three, 4. I messed it up badly on this side as well. Right, 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 left, left. Right, yes, of course I have. What the heck? Yeah. Exploding noises, whatever. Right. Where is it? Short suspension 3x3. There we go. One of them there. No, not there. There. Right, all of those wheels are the same now. Cool. Copy settings. Paste. Front right 02. Copy setting. 01. Copy settings. Copy all. Okay. 4. Five. Right, let's crack out that thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we using? We're using 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That one. Right, that's done. Left, 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 left. Please, Lord God, save you, all the right ones on this side. Left, left, right, 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 right. Of course, I've got one the wrong bloody way round. Yeah, whatever. Exploding noises. Three rights. That. Cool. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do that. Suspension. ML01. Space. 02. 03. 04. 05. 06. That could be 07. No, right, yeah. No. Right, this gets to be mid-right. 01, 4. 02. 03. 04. Nearly done. 05. 06. And mid-right 07. Right, that's all them. So we're gonna need batteries, and we're gonna need power. to try and keep this thing balanced as possible. So, batteries. Put one just either side of that. For now. Until I realise that's a horrible place to put them. I need to drastically change everything. Now, when I can't get out. There we go. I also need to put a reactor in here, or some reactors in here somewhere. Wheel movement. I'm not seeing wheel movement. Suspension. It was definitely doing something. Maybe it needs to be on the floor. Oh, it's because I've got a connector on it and it's parked. That's why it's not doing anything. That's fine. I think that's why it is. I'm playing with this for long enough. Messing around. Maybe now's the time to do a bit of testing. Now on the floor, let's see what you're like. Can you drive around? You can drive around. Oops, something wasn't too happy then. What was that? Right, we need to increase the strength in those rotors. Suspension. I want to completely remove any steering from them. Just want forward and backward. Right, okay. Well, these experiments are going alright so far. So it can drive forward and backward, and it can support its own weight, just about. What we need to do is increase the strength of this rotor a little bit, because 500,000 just ain't enough. 1 million. I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so that's a bit stronger. What's that doing? 2 million. I can stay like that for now. Okay, well that was pretty successful, and leaves me fairly optimistic. Right, the next thing that we need to think about. It's gonna be gyro control and stuff like that, because we need to add some override gyros to make this thing stop wobbling about. For now, I'm just gonna chuck 2 of them. They're not gonna be called. Actually, I don't need to. I'm not making it a walker. You know what? I'm still gonna do it for now. Actually, no, I'm not. Smeg it. I'm gonna cut them out for now. Let's think about the getting out of there. Let's think about the manual walk system. Is what I need. Well, manual walk, manual turning system. What I need is a bunch of thrusters, and I could stick them here, keep them hidden away. Quite like the idea of that. They should be far away enough from each other that they're not going to do any damage to each other. And they're pointing in, so you're not going to see the you're not going to see the thrust output. Right, so thrusters. That's not how you spell thrusters. Or that. That is left, right, left. Then thruster left. To the left, override, OBR, no, 19, then thruster right, then thruster right, override, and that would be 20. They should now cancel out. Cool. Right, so now we have to do. Where's the rotor that we haven't made yet? That one. Turn rotor. To maximum. Right, and then the gyros. Right, gyro. Turn gyro L01. B01. 2, 3. R01. All of them start on override controls. Then we have the turn left and right controls. Do. That is a controller for turning right. And that is a controller for turning right, left. And we also need a pair of timers to go with it, because I like to try and separate things out a little bit. It helps with debugging issues and it helps with figuring out problems. And left and right. What's the colour resets? I'm not moving them now. What would they look like if they were there instead? Just about see them. Yeah, do it like that instead. Settings, copy all. Settings, paste. Copy settings, copy all. Don't put out my game, please. Copy settings. Paste. Plus then we could wrong way around. We could do that and that instead, and have a nice line of timer blocks, and that can be the turn left control, and right control. That's the turn right control there. Turn left controller. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Right, so turn left controller will be activated by the thrust output of the turn left thruster when it is greater than 50%. It will trigger turn left, which will turn on, turn off, trigger now, and when it turns off it will reset the velocity. Do the same with turn right. It will be controlled by thrust output greater than 50% by the right thruster. Turn right will turn on, off, trigger, and reset velocity on that rotor. And let's just check in here real quick. Right. Turn. Turn left. Yeah, that triggers all that stuff. Turn left. Increases velocity. So turn left increases, turn right decreases. Yeah, cool. Thought as much. Turn left. Turn rotor. Reset velocity, increase velocity, increase velocity, turn right, well, turn rotor, reset, decrease, decrease. So now if we move down here, we should have, there we go, a rotor system. That's turns. Suspension. None of you are supposed to have any steering angle. Oh yeah, I rebuilt loads of them there, didn't I? Strength 50 for now. Friction, we'll put that on 25 like we usually do. Speed limit, we'll make that 90 for now. And we'll turn steering off on there. Don't actually need it. We sorted them out, didn't we? Yeah, we gave them $1 million. Let's give this another try. Better. Right, so we can drive forwards. Brake, might need to adjust the brake settings. We can reverse, and we can turn. Cool. We might need to increase the turning job a little bit. But yeah, that works fantastic. What happens now if we... Oh, where have they all gone? All of these rotors and hinges, if we reverse all of them... Oh. Oh yeah, they're locked. That's fine. Come and lock that back into place like that. Build a proper system for that later. Oh yeah, look at that. Like that. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Right, cool. I'll get rid of that again. So, this turning system needs updating. We add one of them. Another increase there. And another decrease there. Then we need to think about locks for things, because some of this stuff is heavy. Maybe that cannon hinge needs increasing fit. What's it on? 2 million. I'll stick that lock on and I'll stay locked. Want all of these bits and pieces. Where have they gone? Those both locked, and we want all of that to reverse in unison. Lock into place. That top bit's a bit wobbly. And if I increase the hinge strength, it just gets super jiggly. 6. So, what happens is if we undo that. Oh yeah, but if we stopped that, yeah, that'd be a problem. No, that has to be like that. Yeah, so we need to put a locking mechanism in there. Means more event controllers. Those ones are predestined sort of things at the moment. So, there we go. We can sneak some more event controllers into this gap here. Because we are going to need we are going to need a locking mechanism for the torso hinges, and for that we need some kind of light. What I usually like to use as a switch for certain things. Just think about where to put it. There's no point putting it down there. Right, for now we'll just put a light in here, and that can be the torso lock light, and we will make it green for now so we can see the bloody thing. Also lock lights. Right, so things I wish Keen would update on certain things. Hinges and rotors, they are the biggest thing. There's lots of things I'd like them to change, or just update, expand a little bit. So, torso lock control. That is going to be controlled by that light turning on and off. Torso, and when that light turns on and off, I want it to lock and unlock the hinges. Fortunately, in the toolbars you only have a switch option available rather than an on and an off like everything else has got. So you have to be really careful with it. Really annoying. That can be that, and that can be that. So we want them currently to both be locked, and that light is on, which says it's locked. So we turn the lock light off. Now see, those hinges are unlocked. We turn it back on. They are locked again. So that is our locking mechanism. And it relies on just using that light and switching that on and off to control the lock and nothing else. If you interfere and use toolbar controls to mess around with the locks on those hinges anywhere else, it will screw that up. And that's about as foolproof as I can make a locking system for hinges. If anyone has any better ideas, let me know. Right, so what we want is another timer to make everything move in one big go. Those are that's that. So we need some more time blocks really. Let's put some more in here. One there, one there. what would we call it? For now, we'll call it transform on and transform off. Can't think of a better term for it yet. What there is for that to so the first thing it wants to do is move them, and it wants to just reverse, because I don't know what velocity of them is 6, but velocity of that is 3, and you can't do that, so it'll just have to be reverse functions for everything right now. In fact, actually, no, the first thing it wants to be is that torso light wants to turn off. Wants to reverse. Reverse. And the crap stuff wants to reverse and reverse and reverse. Right, trigger that. That will do all of that. I'll trigger it again, that'll do all of that. Oof. That hinge ain't strong enough, is it? You definitely need more power. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what the two controllers were there before. Those, which ones were they? It should be 16 and 17. Roller. Torso. Lock. Reset. Do that for now. And that will be angle changed. And that will be looking at both of those? Yeah. And when it goes over 89, which it's flicking on now, gate them so it does it at the same time and waits for both of them. It will turn the lock light on, hopefully. Oh, I set it to 90. There you go, set it to 90. There you go, right, that's locked. Cool, so, transform. So if I now trigger that, to turn that off. Oh, but yeah. Dum 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 dum. Let's change all of that then. Torso. We'll move that across one. Reverse. 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 And reverse. Dum 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 dum. Also reset. Off. Block light. Off. Bigger now. There we go. That's turned it all off. And then that other event controller. Torso reset. Dum dum dum. Event controller, that one. Torso reset 02 is going to be angle changed. Again, I'm going to look at those two. And when it gets to 30, is going to turn that lock light back on. There we go. Like that. So that transform thing. Torso reset 02 can go off. Trigger that now. Maybe they need to come back on again, obviously. It's also reset on and on. Nope. 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 Let's see what we're going to. Let's set that to 29. Or rather, hang on, 31. In fact, it wants to be less than, doesn't it? be probably 89. Yeah. Cool. What's the torso set to? We do 4. That seems to work pretty well. Right. And it works perfectly fine in both directions. But we are still going to have 2 separate functions because there are things I want to do when it turns on and things I want to do when it turns off. So, first things first is lock resets on and off. Lock light off. Off. Reverse everything, and then turn it back on. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse, reverse. On and on. So that should work just as well. Cool. Groovy. Right. I will be back in a second. I just need to take a quick bio break, but we are making some excellent progress. Back in a second. Right, and I'm back again. Right, so that seems to be working quite well. That on. It all transforms into shape. It off. It all transforms back into shape. And locks. Oh, hello cat. Right, thank you for making yourself known. Yeah, just sit completely in the way, thank you. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Right. Right, if that works, the wheels work. We know they work because we tested them before. What we need is an event controller for the transforming mode. And how do we want to set it up? We could do with more hollow screens. That one there. That one there. Dude, you are completely in the way. Right, thank you. See you later. That can be, we'll call it tank mode. And that for now can be mech mode. I haven't thought of anything better to call it yet. Right, so those signs. We can move them later on if need be. Tank mode. We will set that to images. Get that Trinity background up because I quite like the way it looks. Size 3. Center 24 because that's always about the middle. I have no idea what quality goes on this, so I'm just going to go with bright green for now. We can change all of that later. Tank mode. That will look like that. And then we will have the other sign with mech mode. That'll be basically exactly the same. Where is it? Trinity. Size 3. We'll call that mech mode. Active. Now, when we transform on. Now, how do we want to actually control this? Yeah, I know how we'll control this. We'll control it with a light. We'll do that later. So for this, we'll have the mech control sign. We'll have the tank sign turn off. Mech sign turn on. Transform off. We'll have the mech sign turn off and the tank sign turn on. And we'll put that in the same place as on the other one. You divvy. Turn that off. Tank, turn that on. Oh yeah, no. That is supposed to be tank mode. So transform. Actually, I'm thinking about a name for it yet. So we do that. Does that. turns that on, that's off. Then if we turn it off, trigger that, it turns that on, turns that off. It goes down like that. Cool. Sound. We didn't even set that up, did we? Block switched on off. Sign. Cannon on off. Cannon on. On. Off. Trigger. Cannon off. Off. On. Trigger. Finish setting all of that up, didn't we? Right. Dum. Where is the sign for it? I'm stupid. There it is. Text and images. Size 3 writing. Red text. Center 24. Danger. Text. Torso. Cannon. Active. That. Off. Off. Cool. Right. We need an event controller. For the transform mode, essentially. What have we got? That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Right, so we'll call it controller transform on off for now. It will be a block on and off kind of deal, but we need a trigger. And for this one, after I've reset the sun, the trigger is going to be an external light of some description. And I'm going to put one right. That's not even the right thing. Stick. Yeah. No. Transform light active. Do that. We'll make it one. We'll make it that colour for now because that stands out nicely. And we'll make it blink every 3/4 of a second. And we'll let it blink a bit longer than that. Cool. So that is now our trigger for that. Gundam. Transform. Transform. Light. Active. Turn that on. Transform blocks. On. Off. Trigger. Off. On. Trigger. Cool. So now, when we turn off that light and turn it on, it'll do all of that. That light turning on and off now controls that whole thing. Cool. And from the inside, turn that light on and off here. Ruby. So one other thing that it needs now is a button to turn it on and off, because I like to have timer blocks on the toolbar rather than random lights and LCDs and whatever triggers I've used. So transform on/off. So that ultimately just ends up being switching that light on and off. All that does is do all of that. That locks into place, it unlocks, it reverses back, and it locks into place. Arrows down there can make us turn. Right, that's quite cool, and that works quite well. Sweet. Right then, I need to think about what else I want to put in this cockpit. How else I want to design it. I want some more panels. I need some more screens. Like something like that. We'll have something like that. What's that like? From there. That. Sorry. What I can do is I could line the back of that with time blocks. It's got a connection point that is functional and useful. It's not like do that. It's like a cockpit again. Hello, cool. might not need the bottom row, but we'll leave it there for now. I will absolutely need some kind of air vent. Where's the cool new air vents? I'm pressing the wrong button. There they are. These new air vents are sweet. Thank you very much, Keen. They are absolutely brilliant. Now please make a triangular one like this mod that I've got. Please. 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 Because this mod that I've been using for a very long time is basically exactly the same as this block that you released not long ago. And you were nice enough to give us a half block version, which is equally as cool, but please, 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 a triangle one. You don't know how useful that kind of connection can be. Now we can see our air vent from there. Cool, that'll do that. And then we need to stick in at least one conveyor port there, so we've got some airflow from somewhere. Get some airflow in there from somewhere somehow. Another thing we can do is we can add some more small timers in there. That looks better, that. That one. That one. Go with that one. Go around. It looks better. Yeah, that'll do. Now, what does it look like if I slap some of them on there? Stupid and the wrong way around. Equally stupid and backwards. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Can't. Ugh. Yeah. Other things on the list of stuff to add, Keen, please, is these hollow projectors, but with the image the other way around. Because that's cool, but sometimes I want it this way around and readable from this side. And that would be nice. Pretty please. Thank you. Right, so that's a big chunk of the cockpit sorted out. Oh, I still need to think about reactors and conveyor piping for these. I've not piped in the weapons yet at all. Let's do that quickly. on. That can just be that. That can just be. It's all getting confusing. Ah, what we're doing? Right, go slower, slower, slower. There we go. That can be that. And that, in theory, is all connected up to nothing yet, because these arms have no conveyor ports on their routes. So, same thing here, except we need to use that block. Right, that is now connected up. We also want to lock that in. There we go, now you can't see into the gun. And we also need to sort out that exhaust thing. You know what? I might also transport trigger. Transport on. Dom, dom, dom. Might make the arms move with it. So it would be the left shoulder would reverse. The right shoulder would reverse. And the left and right elbow hinges should reverse. And it should be the same when it turns on. Arm rotors. Reverse. Reverse. Reverse and reverse. So now when we transform, we do that. Actually, because of the way that the reset works on the arms, those actually need to be reset velocity settings. And we need to decrease, increase, increase, and increase the velocity like that. And on this side we need to reset, 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 and reset velocity. That needs to increase to what it is now. Decrease, decrease, and decrease. Please, one day Keen, please, please, pretty please, while we're talking about things that we'd like, please give us the ability to have smaller increments. Like increasing velocity in factors of 6 is, or multiples of 6 rather, is a bit much. Having the option for like 1, 5, 10 would be cool, or just 1 and 5, and do the rest from there, those two basic numbers. Pretty easily, because sometimes you only want to go up a little bit, not 6 RPM. 6 RPM is quite a lot. Especially when you try and move something large. Right, so now that that's like that, go. So those arm rotors. More strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. I'll just copy and paste that. Why have I never thought of doing that? That will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, why have I never thought of doing that before? Please do right. That's that. That's all good. What about them? They're on 500,000 each. No, one's not. One is. There we go. Right. So let's pick that transform button. On the 8. Dum. Cool. So those track bits and pieces are moving at 3, 6, minus 6. That hinge is moving at 3. .5. got moved a little bit further. Yeah, so 3 what's better actually. Well, okay. Still need to work out where I'm going to put some reactors. We piped up those arms, so those arms are doing things. We can't use one of them because it's sitting over that. What are we gonna do about that? We can use just use a good old-fashioned one of them. Because we need somewhere to store ammunition. After doing a fairly decent chunk of testing with various other models over the last few weeks, we don't need a great deal. We do also need to finish underneath here. That little around it there. I'm going to do that on purpose. I'm just going to do it that way. And then we need the base of the pointy bit there. And there. And there. And there. And fill in these gaps. Here. Let's figure out what we'll do with that later. And that can also get filled in. We need one across there. There and there. And there and there. Right. What's the bottom of that? Sort of a little bit more. And then we've still got a bloody great big hole there, but no longer. Leave that in there for now. Right. There's a hole there. Why is there a hole there? What's that up? That hole. We do need to keep all of our bullets. We may as well stick that in the back of this mech somewhere. Now I just need to consult some of my reference images. I can press the right buttons. Be handy. Nothing that sticks out too far. Maybe this doesn't come back far enough. You know what? We'll make this come back further. That way we can get a nicer edge here. Yeah, that looks better. Then I need to think about big weird turbine looking things that are sitting on the back. Because I presume it's designed to have some kind of thrusters. One, two, three. Let's take that out for so we need what appears to be some kind of conveyor connection. Here. And then a pair of hinges. One thing. I'll deal with that. They may need to stick out a bit more. Let's try that instead then. I need to put a block there and a block there. Put that there and that there. Damn it. That there. Oh, that's the wrong button. Reach that all the way. It would need to have something like that. And then we would need to put some kind of block. What's that block like? That door's not too bad. And then that would be not the right length. What would it be like with... I've not even got them on my toolbar. Right, I'm going to sort this out. Thrusters. Hydrogen thrusters. Ion thrusters. Thrusters. Now, we want to put hydrate thrusters on. It's got a separate fuel source and like a separate jump pack kind of thing. You know what? Yes, I do. I want it to be a separate thing. Click the wrong thing. There we go. That can go all the way up. Like that. They are really, really, really close. And that is going to be a problem. Oh, I'll just design the inside of those two things differently. They'll be fine now. So that, go like that. That, how are we going to build these? Let's have that big knobbly bit stick it out like that on either side. Yeah, I know that's apparently supposed to nestle between the top of the two tracks, but that is never ever going to happen. Not unless I drastically redesign the way it attaches. I don't think I'd be able to get the turning motion in it properly, so it is what it is right now. That'll have to do. So we want to build two of them, two of them, two of them. Build them like that. Then look at it. Do something like that. That and that and then that. That. All the special model blocks I've got different. Yeah. That instead. And then a bit of that. And instead of that, we might actually just do that. Yeah. Yeah, do that and that for now. And on the top, we can do that and that, that and that. That, and then we've got a few more of the weird shapes we can use, like that, 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 that. Then down here, we want them or there. One of them. One of them. And to the side of this, I'm just going to cover the whole thing in armor plates. Wrong way around, that way around, and that way around. There you go, the whole side is now nice and neatly covered. Just hinge L01. No, yeah. 1 million, I think. So it's like that. Click it on -6 and then reverse. Damn it, it's hit something. What's it hit? It's that hitting there. Lane. Super lane. What if we do that instead? There you go. It's not plugging now. Right, fine. We'll do it that way instead. Where was the triangular piece? There it is. Right. You go together. I do need to figure out how I'm going to cover that. Effectively. Will it complain if that there? What do you do now? Okay. And if I that there and that there, and then fill the gap in with that block and that block, what do you do when you get to there? You clang on there, see you doing it. So we'll have you do -89. Right. Anyway. Up settings, coffee old. Up settings, paste. R01, reverse. Okay. Hydrogen thruster L0. Hydrogen thruster R01. Right, that's another piece of the puzzle. Also, make that the same colour. So it stands out a little bit more. And we can do a bit of greebling with that. Actually, hang on, there's some stuff I do want to do now. I want to extend this all out a bit. Actually, that needs to be that. More greebling. There we go. Right. So, other things we need in here are that. That up a bit. Then we need a few more armor plates. There we go. Yeah, that looks a bit better. And so we need to set a maximum angle for that. I'm thinking -30 is about right. Let's call it -45 for now. Yeah, -45 for now. -45. Doobie-doo. Right. They also need tying into the transform function. We transform on dom. Dooby dooby doo. You can increase velocity. Increase velocity. Reset. Right, that should be like that. Then thrusters. We can decrease velocity. Reset. Decrease velocity. Reset. So now when you transform, movie. Right. Now all that needs is a hydrogen supply. Hydrogen tanks are bloody huge. So that could end up turning into something else. But once again, I need another cup of tea, so I will be back in like 3 minutes. Back soon, don't go anywhere. I shall return very quickly. Right, and we are back. So, what were we doing? All sorts of greebling and things. Oh, yes, these boosters that I'm building. In typical fashion, I've just finished building them, and I've had a slightly better idea. It's going to necessitate chopping all the bottom of it off. I'm going to need to copy and paste them back into place. Hopefully, it'll let me do that. So I'm going to cut that out. Yep, something like that. I need to cut that out, and the idea I had was wherever I put those thrusters, the idea I had was to oh yeah, that idea is not going to work, is it? I forgot that small grid large hydrogen tanks are absolutely massive. Way bigger than I want. So instead of that, I'm going to just reload to before I chopped that off, because I can't be bothered screwing around. That's the one. Right. In that case, we then need to stuff a load of little hydrogen tanks in somewhere, and I'm not putting them in the top half of the body. I will put them in the lower half, and I will pipe them up there. Because the only other option would be, yeah, a lot of messing around, and I wouldn't. Space for it. So, what we need is some hydrogen tanks. And they're 2 blocks wide, aren't they? God damn it. So, one an equal amount of them. One there. I'll do 4 for now. Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. Do it in spectator mode, it'll be easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. That sucked. Because I'm stuck. Absolute tough spot about symmetry. Strange places. I want all those valves. Nope. Facing in. both sides. I just like that. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. That makes me happy. Oh, YouTube connection, sort your life out. Oh, hello, Damon. I think I missed your message because YouTube never alerts me when there's messages. Damn, this is so good. Thinking about making a Zaku tank. Not see because the stupid stuff in the way. Zaku tank, not with these kind of cool tracks. Yeah, I've tried making some of the bipeds from Gundam Wing before. Bipeds are tricky to get them to work properly without lots of complicated scripts. But because of all the tank track mods that have popped up on Steam of late, I thought I'd give a go at making this contraption. Going sort of alright at the minute, but there's a few things I would like to change. I'm not sure if I can actually do that. So far, it's going well. And thank you for your message. So that's going to be the hydrogen tanks. Those are the batteries. I still need somewhere to put reactors. And I still need to finish off the back of this gap here. What's going on in that, and then that, and that either side. That. That. Oh, that fits nicely. And we could have a spiky bit. That's I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. That like that, and then 5 again for that. We're nearing the end of that run there. Should we want that? Probably. Then we can fill that in with them like that, and then right at the back that, and that. that bit slightly different colour. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Might actually need to reduce that down even more though. When it comes to, yeah, when it comes to covering this bit. Because that ain't gonna fit in there. Or we could do it like that. Like that, and then we cover the bottom with something else. Do for now. Oh yeah, we've still not thought about reactors, conveyor ports. That needs a gap because that needs conveyors. Go. And then, what should we do? What should we do? We should. Pick one of them either side. And what are you speaking about? Where should we put our reactors? You know what, we'll pipe them into a separate line. That is the hydrogen tanks connected up. And there's no real point, but let's go forward with that. So, reactors. That's going to go across there. Let's just do something simple, like bung one of them there, and just have 4 reactors. Like so. Right, so that can be reactor 01. To for God's sake, reactor 02. I think just reactor 03 and reactor 04. We also need to have a little think about where we're going to have a docking connector, where we could have a connection port of some description. Well, for now, I'm just going to shove one right here. Stick one of them there. Stick one of them there. Copy and paste that. Do, and then we'll do right, that's all piped in, so if I now take a bunch of that uranium, there. Yay! It should all feed into those reactors, which are now all switched on. Cool! It can generate its own power. Oh yeah, we also want to sort out the flamethrower, didn't we? Now that is going to require a mod. Cheeky little mod. Cheeky little mod trick that I figured out with one of my other designs. What we do is we take one of the miniature welding blocks, flame thrower, we'll call it that for now. Then we need another event block. What are these? They're not doing anything right now. I'm going to put one of them in the pilot seat like I usually do. I'm also going to have a screen for it down there somewhere. And I'm going to put a couple of event blocks here and here. That one can be controller flame thrower. So the flamethrower the controller for that will be lock switched on and off. Flamethrower. Trigger. What that I'll do is turn that on and off. That needs no power dependency, and we want it to be fire. Off. On, off. On, off. So, do. 6. There we go. And now, with that flamethrower trigger set up, we have a miniature welder triggering an event controller which turns an exhaust pipe on and off, and when you control it from a turret controller and assign that welder as a weapon, you can use your primary attack to turn on and off that exhaust pipe. It doesn't seem to work just trying to use the welder from the control seat. Like if I jump in it, select it as a weapon, it doesn't do anything. It's only when I'm controlling that turret. But that's fine. So when the arms turn on and off, I also want to turn on and off the flame unit controls. The only thing we actually want to turn on is that. When it turns off, we want it to turn off everything, just in case. So arms, trigger now. now on control that on. Oh, and then we can turn the arms back off. Sweet. Right. So, if we've got hydrogen tanks, we are going to need an O2H2 generator. Okay. Oh, damn it. We should probably think about having O2H2 generator. O2H2 generator. There we go. Now, how do we put this? That weighs 300 kilos. Battery weighs a ton. And we will have more space just about. Yeah, we'll build it there. We've got the space. Swag it. That'll do. Shoot here is we don't have enough room to get that through there, so we need to rely on a conveyor network. So we should probably add few blocks either side. So that is now connected up. Let's give ourselves a load of ice. Where's this ice? Let's give ourselves 1,000 ice. An O2 generator. Let's stick a load of that there. Right, let's do it stuff. O2 generator is doing stuff. Hydrogen tanks are slowly filling up. We've got 8 of the little buggers. Right, okay. Right, let's name these tanks real quick. H2 tank L01. Copy settings. Copy all. Settings paste L02. Copy settings paste L03. L04. Settings paste R01. Copy all of them. R02. 03. R04. Right, that's all of them. Right, why will it take me away? How much? Oh, not an awful lot. Why is that highlighted? Why is that block in front of me highlighted? What are you doing, game? Delete it and replace it. Oh god, I never didn't just delete something important. It's fine. Let's put that block back then, before we accidentally mess anything else up. There we go. Why are you highlighting that block? I don't know. Who knows? Why is it doing that? What have I done? Who knows? Anyway. That like that instead. Do something like that. There we go. Yeah, that looks cool. Right, that lock light can now get a severely reduced radius. Doesn't need to be so blindingly obvious now. Ooh. I could just extend it. Just control them for now. Now that that's that length, I could just about get the red stripes in there. Yeah, we got smegging mirror mode. There we go. Ooh. I'll do it like that. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Ooh, missed the spot. Right. Somehow, that has been another 3 hours. So I am going to wrap this one up here. Once again, go and get some food, a cup of tea, and my cats need feeding. But it's Saturday, got nothing better to do. There's still plenty of time left in the day. I might do a third stream today. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'll do a third stream today, because I'm enjoying it. So I will be back soon, and I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye for now.